Chapter 738. Don't bother about that guy. Next time, just leave him be and let me know what he says. While the details of the past between Nidar and Sir Keol the Diarca were unknown, that reply had left a lasting impression. Ever turned her gaze away from Keol. Among the nobles near Duke Diarca and Keol, only one stood out, their target, Baron Renbo. Ever scanned the surroundings, searching for the elder siblings and Revlin, but the trio was nowhere to be seen. Then a faint whisper, as if someone was right beside her ear, reached her. Deputy Commander, we are not there but on the opposite side, near the watermill. Following Revlin's voice, Ever's eyes were drawn to a small ornamental stream beside the walkway by the lake and a pretty watermill beside it. Behind it, 3 children peeked out, noticing Ever's gaze, then quickly disappeared. With a sense of relief, Ever spoke to Pruel. They are over there by the watermill. Can you see them? Ah, yes. But Miss Beck, could you perhaps put me down now? Pruel, still awkwardly held in Ever's arms, murmured with a strained smile. Only then did Ever realize she was still holding him and was startled. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to put you down. Were you uncomfortable? Not at all. Well, not that I meant you should keep holding me, but now that you have put me down, it's fine. Yes, I'm quite alright. Though Pruel's usual ladylike demeanor slipped, fortunately, no one around them seemed to notice. Once on the ground, he took a few deep breaths and feigning nonchalance, gestured to Ever. Let's sit on that bench over there. I will pretend to feel dizzy, and you, Miss Beck, take out the parasol to shade us and pretend to wipe my face with a handkerchief to avoid attention. Yes. They sat at a safe distance, keeping an eye on Duke Diarca's party. Baron Renbo keeps speaking to Duke Diarca, but the Duke's party doesn't seem too pleased. I heard Baron Renbo was part of the Duke's noble faction. Could this not be a pre-arranged situation? She wished she could hear their conversation more clearly when timely, Revlin's voice reached her again. Deputy Commander, we can hear them better from our side. It seems like Duke Diarca's party wasn't expecting to encounter Baron Renbo here today. It could be an act from the Duke, but I don't think so. Why? Ever murmured, not expecting Revlin to hear and reply. But to her surprise, the answer came from nearby. Because there are no other nobles around Duke Diarca and Sir Keol. I see, but what does that have to do with anything? Could it not be that they deliberately didn't bring attendants to meet secretly? Miss Beck, Duke Diarca doesn't need to take such precautions if he doesn't want to. If he had intended to meet Baron Renbo, he could have done so more comfortably elsewhere than in the outskirts of the Fort Wall district. The fact that he came here with only one of his sons, who isn't even the eldest, and a minimal entourage suggests that he might genuinely be here for personal relaxation. If other nobles were around, it might be different, but that doesn't seem to be the case now. In other words, in the eyes of the nobility, if there was an intention to meet someone away from prying eyes, this place and situation wouldn't have been chosen. Baron Renbo continued to speak with a smile, but Duke Diarca's expression remained cold. He looked utterly bored and barely glanced at Renbo. It seemed that Keol, the Duke's son, was more engaged in the conversation with Renbo, although not in a particularly friendly manner, but rather with a sense of caution. I'm curious about what they are discussing. If the sage's party is nearby as I expect, where could they be hiding? Continuing to wait for intermittent updates from Revlin's side didn't seem efficient. Ever pondered for a moment before coming to a decision. It's not bad to watch from a hidden spot without arousing suspicion, but it might be better to move around. Even if it's risky, we need a more detailed understanding of the enemy's movements. It was a decision to increase the risk level, but Ever, assessing her and her comrades' capabilities, thought it was a risk worth taking. Had it been the old me, I wouldn't have thought this way in such a situation. I'm quite astonished, really. Training with the cavalry had made Eva realize she was more daring than she had thought. Initially overwhelmed by the responsibility as a deputy commander, she now found the burden somewhat enjoyable. It felt like discovering a hidden talent within herself. I remember wondering back when I first joined if I would ever face Keol the Diarca like you did. Now, facing a great noble doesn't scare me at all. She smiled subtly and then spoke up. El, would it be possible for you to transform again? Pruel closed his eyes as if gauging his condition, then nodded. Yes, I can. You want to get closer to Duke Diarca's side, right? Yes, it's risky, but it seems like the best option. It's okay, I was thinking the same. You're asking because my ability is best suited for this, right? Just being acknowledged for that makes me feel really good. Pruel scanned the surroundings and then grinned, a playful smile that seemed slightly out of character for a lady. We will need to move a bit. The lady will leave her escort behind for a while. Ever and Pruel rose from the bench and entered a secluded path, unnoticed by others. Pruel stepped behind a large tree and re-emerged seconds later, transformed into a robust knight, identical in appearance to those guarding Duke Diarca. I borrowed the appearance of one of Duke Diarca's knights who was controlling the area by the lake. He wasn't near the Duke at the time, so he's probably elsewhere now. It's hard to maintain the appearance of someone I have only seen once for long, but since knights move around and keep watch, getting close for a short time shouldn't arouse too much suspicion. Understood. If there is trouble, run right away. I will watch and support you. That's reassuring. Then, could you please look after Nipplin for a moment? Ever gently took the small cat, Nipplin, handed over by Pruel. Thankfully, due to their previous interactions, Nipplin didn't resist staying in Ever's embrace even in such circumstances. I will be back soon. With a calm stride, Pruel approached the area where Duke Diarca was. Ever watched him nervously. As Pruel neared Duke Diarca's entourage, a servant trailing behind addressed him. While the words were inaudible, it was apparent from their demeanor that they were inquiring about something. Ever wondered if Pruel's disguise had been seen through. If that's the case, Ever was ready to dash out, snatch Pruel, and use her strength if needed. However, after a short while, she saw Pruel casually finish his conversation with the servant and smoothly integrate himself among them. She slowly relaxed her tense muscles as she saw Pruel casually turn his head and smile subtly. It was indeed a display of remarkable courage. Just then, Revlin's voice unexpectedly reached her ears, sounding puzzled by their abrupt change of position. Deputy Commander, where did you suddenly go? You're not in any danger, are you? To respond to them, Ever would need to approach the area near the watermill. Holding Nipplin close, she moved carefully to avoid drawing any suspicion from those around.